Hey everyone, welcome back. So today's video is about going to the gym for the first time, my personal experience when I first started, some tips, and also 2 gym workouts for beginners. This is a frequently requested video, so it's finally here. And yes, I do lift some weights at the gym, so I thought this is a good video to tell you guys what I've learned and what to do at the gym. So before we jump into it, please smash the like button down below and subscribe if you're new to my channel, and also leave me a comment what you want to see next. And yeah, I'll really appreciate that because this is going to help to reach out to more people who needs help with going to the gym. And let's get started. So I'm just gonna start with my personal experience first because that's just an introduction to this video. So I started lifting weights going to the gym I think 2.5 years ago. I was there because obviously I was not confident about how I looked. So yeah, my aim was to not lose fat at that time. I was skinny fat, but I know I needed to build some muscles. I was really conscious about my form, whether I'm doing it right. Am I looking really silly? Is my form okay? Is anyone watching me? I honestly think both men and women feel the same way. So yeah, today's video is all about getting rid of that fear going to the gym, getting rid of that intimidation, and feel confident and feel motivated and being able to get into the zone and knowing what to do. So yeah, so here are the 10 tips. The first tip is to plan ahead. So when you first started going to the gym, you don't really know what to do. So it is important to do some sort of research before you go to the gym. And today I'm going to show you guys 2 workouts that you can follow. Step 2, which is tip number 2, is to consistently show up at the gym. So you can start with once a week or twice a week, then slowly add more and more. So I don't recommend pushing 5 workouts in a week because you're gonna get burnt out and you're gonna get bored maybe, and you're gonna be just so overwhelmed. So I never recommend anyone to rush into anything. You gotta ease into it. The most important thing is that you consistently show up week after week. It is a lifestyle change. It takes time and you gotta be patient. Tip number 3 is to make a playlist that gets you into the zone, makes you feel empowered. So put your headphones on and don't think about what other people think. Don't even think that other people are judging you. Most of the time, people are not even judging. They're just busy minding their own business too. So just put on your headphone, focus on the workout, the music, and just do you. Don't think too much. Just know that you're working hard to be a healthier version of yourself, and that's the most important thing there, not other people. Tip number 4, wear the clothes that you feel confident in. I reckon this is actually quite important because you gotta feel confident, and if you're wearing something that makes you feel like crap, you're gonna think that other people think that you look like crap, and you're not gonna feel confident, you're not gonna push your workout, and you probably ended up not going to the gym. For me personally, when I get a new gym gear, I can't wait to go to the gym to test it out. So just do as many things that can get you excited to go to the gym. And also, I don't want you to think that you have to wear a certain gym gear. You can wear baggy clothes if you want to, or you can wear compressed clothing if you want to, or there's just so many types of clothing that you can wear to the gym. I just want to put it out there because when I first started going to the gym, I was wearing baggy clothing because I was so not confident about my body. I was just really conscious about my butt, my legs. I was not curvy. I was just skinny fat. So yeah, just wear what you feel like wearing and wear something that you feel confident in. Tip number 5. So if you're new to the gym, you're probably gonna get a little bit intimidated to a certain extent, but some people are not intimidated at all. So I advise not going during peak hours, in the morning, maybe 7 to 8 to 9 o'clock, or after work hours 4 to 7 o'clock. Those are the peak hours at my gym. So I avoided that when I first started going to the gym. Number 6 is to set the right expectations. I don't want you to think that you can lift all the weights in the world or know how to use all the machines in the gym. Up until now, I still don't know how to use a few certain machines. Start with one machine first and see how you go. Get used to it because that's very important. You gotta know how to do the movement correctly. And that leads to my next point, tip number 7. And that's repetition is the key to learning. So you gotta do the repetition to learn, to get used to the movement, to know how to engage the right muscles. And that is one of the most important tips when it comes to learning and also mind-muscle connection, or mind-muscle connection. You get my point. You gotta do the repetition to learn the movement and get used to the movement. And I recommend starting with body weight first and then some light weights with dumbbells. So you gotta start slow. Can't expect to know everything in one go. Tip number 8 is to try to avoid injury, because if you're injured, you're gonna take a few weeks off, a few days off, and you get less motivated and you don't feel like going to the gym anymore. So the tip is to not lift very heavy weights. So if you're new to the gym, new to lifting weights, you shouldn't lift heavy weight. You should use light weights and get used to it. Get used to the movement like what I said earlier, because lifting heavy weights in the first week or two is just not a good idea. You're gonna probably injure your back or your legs, something, and you don't want that because that's gonna slow down your progress. So tip number 9 is to use some machines first instead of free weights. So personally for me, I started with free weights first because I was so intimidated by all the big men at the gym. So I didn't want to go to the gym floor. So I normally train in my corner upstairs with my free weights. But for upper body, I do reckon having a machine to help you out is good, because it helps you to do it in a correct form, especially for like shoulder press, chest press, pull-ups. But if you are intimidated by all these big machines and other people at the gym, try free weights, because that's how I started too. And today I'll show you guys 2 beginners workout at the gym using dumbbells and just some basic, like really basic machines at the gym. Tip number 10, and this is very important, is to make sure you feel your body before and also after your workout. If you're new to the gym, I don't recommend doing fasted training because you probably need some energy to push the workout. But if you are pretty intermediate, you are used to intermittent fasting lifestyle, then you can probably go to the gym fasted. But I really don't recommend people going to the gym fasted, especially if they are new to training, because I don't want you to crash and burn. And next, I want to give you guys 2 exercises that you can follow. They are really simple, really easy to follow, and I'm going to explain all the exercises. So my suggestion is to do 1 lower body exercise and also 1 upper body exercise. And I can't emphasize how important it is to build your upper body strength. So I'm going to start with some lower body exercises, and then I'm gonna show you guys the upper body workouts. So guys, the seamless leggings that I'm wearing today in khaki just got released. I really love this color, so make sure you check it out using the link in the description box if you want a pair. The first exercise for our lower body workout is stationary lunges. This is a great one for beginners because you don't have to worry so much about moving forward or backward. Just lower the back knee to a 90 degrees angle so both knees are bent. Then press up to the start position. Make sure your front knee doesn't pass your toes and push yourself up using your front heel, not your back foot. Also give your butt a little squeeze at the top. This is very simple and effective to work your legs and your glutes. Do about 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. The second exercise is Romanian deadlifts. This can be a little challenging, so start with very light weight first. Lower the weights by moving your butt back as far as you can while maintaining the flat back and neutral neck position. keep the dumbbells really close to your body. And once you feel a little stretch in your hamstrings, drive the hips forward and squeeze your butt muscles. Make sure you don't round your back, and you can prevent that by having a tight core and not go down too low if your hamstrings are not flexible. The third exercise is squats. Squat is one of the best exercises to get started. Make sure you get your form right. The weight of your body should be on the heels and the balls of your feet, not on the toes. Keep your core tight the whole time, and as you descend down, make sure you engage your butt muscles the whole time. Don't let it drip down. And make sure your back is straight, core tight, chest and shoulders up. Make sure you try this with your body weight first and then start adding some weight. And this applies to all the exercises. And again, do about 3 sets of 8 reps to 12 reps. So those are the 3 compound lifts that can get you to places. Next is glute bridge. This is great for your butt and your core. Try with dumbbells or plates first. Lie on the floor with your face facing up, your knees bent and feet flat on the ground. Lift your hips off the ground until your knees, hips and shoulders form a straight line. Then squeeze your butt and also keep your core engaged and tight. Hold for a second or 2, then come back down. Again, do this for 3 sets for about 8 to 12 reps. The next exercise is side leg raise. This is one of my favorite isolation exercises to work the side of my legs and glutes. You can use a dumbbell or a plate. Find something you can hold on to or wall, then raise one leg to the side. Very simple. You should feel the burn on the side of your legs and glutes. So those are 5 lower body exercises you can start with. Make sure you start with light weight first. You can start with 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps for each exercise. So before you get started with any exercises, remember to warm up first. You can just walk on the treadmill or stairmasters or just do some air squats. Now I'm going to show you 5 upper body exercises that you can try for your arms and your upper body. Let's start with incline push-up. This is essential. If you can't do a normal push-up, this is a great way to start because the further away your hands are from the ground, the easier the push-up is. So try it and you'll know what I mean. So try to keep your elbows in and also core tight when you do the push-up. Your whole body should go down and come up together like a straight line. Not bent, not your butt poking up or drooping down or your chest drooping down. That's very important. So if you can't do any incline push-up or normal push-up, you can just try knee push-up. So do about 3 sets of as many reps as you can do. If you can only do 3, then that's totally fine. Then just stick with 3 sets of 3 first. So normally I rest for about a minute in between sets, but if this is too hard for you, then you can have a longer rest time. You can have 2 minutes rest or 3 minutes rest because push-up is definitely quite challenging in the beginning. The next exercise is assisted pull-ups or Australian pull-ups. So to do an Australian pull-up, you can use a Smith machine. So bring the bar as low as possible because that's gonna make it a lot easier. But even so, there is still a possibility that you can't pull yourself up if you have never worked your arms and back before. Then in that case, you can bend your knee and that will make it a lot easier. But if not, keep your legs straight. So if you can't do an Australian pull-up, you can try to do this on an assisted pull-up machine. This machine is great because you can add the weights on it to make the pull-up easier. So if you are 50 kilos, you can compensate by adding say 30 kilos to the machine, then essentially you're only lifting 20 kilos. So that's a great way to start. So instead of lifting like 50 kilos, you're only lifting 20 kilos now. So try to do about 3 sets or even 2 sets of as many reps as you can. With the assisted machine, you can definitely try to do about 8 reps. So yeah, try this one out if you want to build some upper body strength. And it's also gonna make your back look really sexy. The next exercise is chest press with dumbbells. So if you have trouble bringing the weights up, try to put the weights on your thigh first, then lie down on the bench. Bring the weights to the side of your chest, then press up. Lock your arms at the top, then squeeze your chest and hold for a second, then slowly bring the weights back down. So this is going to work your chest and also the armpit area. The next exercise is lateral raise. This works the side of your shoulders, and yeah, I love doing this, but I have some friends that are really afraid to work the side of the shoulders. But honestly, this is crucial to frame your body. So to start, keep a slight bend on your knee, then raise the dumbbells and focus on using your elbows to raise them up. Make sure to keep your torso stationary and your core tight. Then slowly lower the weight back down. Also make sure that your hands and your forearms do not pass your shoulders and your elbows, because you want to work your shoulders and you don't want to cause any injuries. The last exercise for our upper body workout is tricep kickback. So I like to work my triceps because having a strong triceps just makes things easier. So find a bench or something you can hold on to. Normally people do it on a flat bench. Tuck your upper arm really close to your torso and bend at the elbow, forming a 90-degree angle with your upper arm and forearm. Now, while keeping your upper arm stationary, use your triceps to lift the weights up until your arm is fully extended. Focus on moving the forearm, not your whole arms. Contract at the top position, then slowly lower the weight back down. So those are 5 upper body exercises that can get you started. So try to do these 2 routines, one for your low body and one for your upper body. Then you can add more to your weekly schedule. For example, you can do 2 days of these lower body exercises and 2 days of the upper body workout. So just adjust based on how you're feeling. And also remember to eat well, because you need to feel your body, whether you're trying to tone up or build some muscles or losing weight. Oh, that was a long video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and this video helped you out in some way. And yeah, please smash the like button if you haven't done that yet, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye!